That is just how we hoped it would start.
Welcome to Season 2 of Chasing Spring. We're in Pontotoc, Mississippi, and I'm joined by Jeff Lovin and Brandon Pendergrass. We are really excited about bringing you what we hope to be some awesome turkey hunting footage this spring.
It feels like we're in Pontiac, Michigan right now instead of Pontotoc,
It turned off.
Mississippi.
Yesterday it was like 81, 82,
Yeah,
and now it's like 42.
It really did turn off
like 5 or
cold.
6 layers on right now.
And the turkeys have turned off cold too. That's why we're shooting interviews.
Perfect
right
time
now.
for an interview, yep.
Exactly.
We had an awesome start day before yesterday, I guess,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And kind of got the lay of the land. So tell me about your hunt yesterday morning.
Yesterday was awesome because like there's not many days throughout the spring you get to call one in right off the roost. But we did yesterday, and it actually turned out really good.
Yeah, we had
you always take those, it's like, I'm so glad this happened, because most of the time you got to work a lot harder.
Yeah, it's always good to have one you work for and you feel like, oh, we earned him. Then it's also good to be like, you know what, we didn't do much this morning. He just flew down and came right to us.
Day 1, Season 2 of Chasing Spring in
Mississippi.
Yeah, since we got done in Nebraska last year, I've kind of been looking forward to this day.
Yeah.
But here it is. So we're going to get up on this ridge, and there's a T in the road. And Spence said they like to roost basically right at that T in the road.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna try to get.
Yeah.
We still got a little bit to walk, but not too far across this.
Let's kick it off the right way, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
We can probably get to that pine.
There was a road, and you always kind of want to sit on a road, and it's kind of thick on both sides. So we're like, let's just find a tree. The turkey goblin down there about 125 yards. Like, let's just set up here and try it.
And
we
y'all
just ended up having to be in a good spot.
And y'all were pretty close to where we worked the 2 birds the morning before, right?
Exactly. The
That
two
helped us a
gobblers,
lot,
it
yeah.
did help a lot because we kind of knew where they wanted to be.
Yeah.
And the 2 gobblers were roosted on the left side of the road, and then once we got set up, we didn't know it initially, but there were some hens roosted on the right side of the road.
So you're right
and
in
so
between.
Obviously the hope was, let's get them to fly down. If they step out in the road, they're going to see the decoys, and hopefully it'll bring them right to us.
And these are the same 2 probably loudmouth 2-year-olds that we messed with on Thursday.
Exactly.
I knew I heard a hen over there, too.
As morning's breaking, they're gobbling. We get the decoys set, and we start hearing yelping off to our right. We're like, man, we're in a pretty ideal setup. And the hens start flying down, and when they start flying down, we're looking in the trees, and like the trees are. I mean, we were right under them. We didn't actually see the turkeys, but we could see the trees moving when they pitched out. And of course, it wasn't long after that, and we could hear the gobblers fly down, and they gobbled once they hit the ground. But when they gobbled, it wasn't like, oh, get ready, they're coming, It just sounded like they just kind of pitched straight down underneath us. And we're just sitting there by the only tree really in the road to set up on. And the 3 of us are around there, and we're just sitting there, and all of a sudden I was like, in the road, in the road. They step out like 75 yards.
2 light bulbs.
Yeah.
The road. There's a gobbler in the road, 2 of them. All right. Yeah, they're coming right to us.
Are they coming?
Yep.
Right to the decoy.
Yep. It kind of caught me with my gun down a little bit. When he turns, I'm going to get my gun up.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. Right off the roost, just like we hoped it would.
Don't get a ton of them off the roost either.
No, and
We're kind of being quiet because there's still turkeys like
yeah,
less than 100 yards, I think, over here.
there's definitely more gobblers here, and there's another one back over here too.
And then the one that was with this one too.
Yeah, gosh,
awesome.
Freaking awesome, man.
It's a good way to start the
That
season.
is just how we hoped it would start.
Mississippi, north central Mississippi. Those turkeys were gobbling good. We got a good setup because they were both over here, about 100 yards. And then we could see hens in the trees right here. And they were pitching down, and we just did a good spot.
Yeah, we just happened to be kind of between both groups, and
Luckily, Spencer was here last year, and he kind of already knew where the turkeys were going to be. So
Yeah, and you've been on this property before, but for us, I mean, we were just walking in here, and you're like, hey, they usually like to be back here, and we're like, okay, sounds good. And we walk in, you know, it's a total different landscape. We've never been here, and so having a little pre-scout definitely helped. And then, of course, every day you hunt it, you learn like, well, they like to go this way or whatever.
Well, the Bowens have been very gracious to let us run amok on their farm.
Yeah.
And I told Derek Friday morning, we went kind of to the north end of the farm to try some new dirt, and I could see in Pender's face he really wanted to go try the new spot. But in my mind, I was like, there's no way we cannot send you guys to kick it off with a camera down there.
it was awesome.
I have to be honest with you.
Right off the roost. I
Yeah.
love turkeys right off the roost.
Right off the roost.
Rather than like walking 9 miles and trying to get on one, like they did what they were supposed to do.
This is the first time I've shot this gun
Yeah.
at a turkey.
Yeah.
And it's 1 for 1 so far.
Yeah,
so
so far.
I like how we're starting our relationship.
He's a pretty bird too.
It is beautiful turkey. You know, it's supposed to pour rain today. We didn't even think we were gonna get to hunt.
Probably the next 45 minutes or so.
And honestly, I was wanting to come up here and beat the lucky duck decoys up, but I don't think he was going to. It's just, I mean, you can see probably just a 2-year-old turkey.
When they got up there, they're like, oh, he looks kind of big.
They're like, but Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Just sitting on the ground, they were like looking at him. And I knew that Austin had good footage of him coming all the way up the road. And I was like, this is too pretty just to let him hop up in the woods. And
I was going to shoot as well, because I was like, well, we might as well double. But the way we had to set up, Lovey's gun barrel was like right here, and I'm like, dude, that's going to boil my ear. But I was like, so I told him, I was like, I'm just going to plug my ear instead, so I just go ahead and shoot.
well, and I'll be a little bit honest. I know you've already shot several in Hawaii and watched a bunch die, so I was like, I'm gonna get a little bit greedy and I'm gonna shoot first.
Yeah, I didn't care.
I knew you did.
So where to from here? Another day or two here, and then
Day or two here, we head to Georgia.
Yeah, we're gonna go down to
Awesome.
South Georgia, hunt with the Jebs guys, and saddling up in Black Betty, and we're headed down that way.
I love it. Well, I've seen some trail camera pictures, and I think Mr. Bobby's got them primed up and ready for us. So
Yeah, well,
we can get the weather to play fair.
Yeah,
it ought to be good.
It's pretty far south Georgia, so they should be gobbling pretty good.
Yeah.
By now, so
yeah.
I look
But
forward to it.
The good news is season 2 is off to a good start.
Yep.
And so it should be.
Why don't y'all kill one more before you leave here?
I hope so.
It won't
Okay.
be for
I
lack
hope
of
we kill
effort,
one in the next 20, 30 minutes. I'm sitting here trying to concentrate on these interviews at the same time looking out in these green fields.
Yeah.
Like, is there any more strutters out there anywhere?
Well, good. All right. Well, on that awkward note, let's wrap it up.
Holler up another one, Eddie.
I'll open another one, Eddie. We've been really bored because yesterday
it's
it poured rain all day. So
We
Mike
watched-
gets out his phone, pulls out the Mossy Oak Go app, and we watched TK and Mike all day.
Yeah.
For like 6 hours.
We streamed TK and Mike because it's the only thing on the Go app that's not in 4K.
Yeah, because cell phone service here is terrible.
It's like extreme standard def. We're like, oh, this is extreme. It's fine.
Yeah.
What about that shot on that crow, Eddie?
Yeah.
Holler up another one, Eddie.
Holler up another. All right.
Classic.